Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message for Leo today, an awesome message. And to let you know how this works, I have asked my guides in spirit to bring a message through the cards that's going to be deeply beneficial and positive for you as you navigate your spiritual journey this week. If you're new to the channel, I'm so glad that you're here. And I encourage you to subscribe so that you can stay in contact every week with this high vibration information from the other side. And if you are returning to the channel, I'm so glad to see you again. I'm very grateful for your presence and for your time and energy. Before I get into your reading, I also want to mention that I'm offering for about another week these very special New Year's readings, which are all about soul growth and telling you what your soul is trying to work out this particular year. I know it's nice to know, what's going to happen with the lottery and what's going to happen with relationships, but the bigger picture is that your soul is really driving all of this, and this gives you a window into that driver's seat. So if you know anyone that might be interested, please point them to the link below in the description, or you can check out trueguidancetarot.com. But let's go straight into your reading because I'm really excited about it for you. Universe is sending you Ace of Cups. Now, this is different. I'm going to speak differently about this in the way I usually do. This is a lot of abundance flowing your direction, just a lot of opportunities, a lot of ways that the universe is showering you with stuff, with, like I said, opportunities, with unconditional love. It's like the universe is expressing its unconditional love by throwing all this stuff at you, and it's flowing to you quite fast. I feel and I'm hearing the water moving very fast here. So I think that this abundance comes to you very quickly. Now, I love this. You react with the Queen of Wands. You're like, yep, bring it on, ready for it, waiting for it. And you're kind of poised for action. But there's something richer and deeper in this card. It's that you're waiting for something to truly strike a chord with you. You're waiting for something that's truly resonant with you before you waste any time with your action, right? So the universe may be sending you lots of stuff, but you're waiting for that heart to leap forward to say, yes, this is our direction. This is where we're going to go. But in that, I also want to say that there's stuff coming to you in this flow from the universe that may not look like what you expected, or they may not be something that you expected, but there's gold in there too, okay? There's just stuff coming, there's just all sorts of stuff coming to you. So just because it looks different, or it's not quite what you thought or expected, you're gonna wanna throw out the baby with the bathwater. But she's allowed to be selective. She's got her magic wand. She can select what she wants, but this fire is all consuming. So what your heart actually desires and wants to experience is much bigger than you may have anticipated, which is kind of a cool thought. It's like you've got more options open to you, and you have the strength and the power and the knowing of how to implement those options and make them really work for you. So let's look at the rest of these, because I think it's still lovely. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, and remember how I was saying rhythm before? She's literally playing a drum, right? We've got the Four of Wands, and then we have this crazy eccentric magician pointing forward into the sense of the new dawn. So let me just for a second, okay, they're just saying keep going. All right, so this Queen of Pentacles is a shyer energy. It's a quieter energy, but it's one that's very in tune with the earth. And so what I believe this is saying to you is listen to your body, not to your mind. Listen to your body. So when these opportunities, and notice I'm saying when, not if, I'm saying when these opportunities come to you, and they're different opportunities. Some you will not recognize as something you've asked for, some you will. Listen to your body about how it feels about it. So, this off the wall thing comes and you're kind of like, Before dismissing it completely in your mind, like, well, I didn't ask for that, say to yourself, how would I feel if we did this? What would this feel like? What do I feel like thinking about this? Just be open for a second and think about what it is. We've got a rabbit on here, which talks about fertility, like off the card. We've got a rabbit on here. We have a rabbit on here, which talks about fertility. And when we think of abundance, we want fertility. We want things multiplying and growing and growing and growing. So I feel like there's opportunities that are going to create a different expansive network for you. But the key is, do they feel good in my body? Not, does my head think they're good? Does my head say, oh, how much money is this going to give me? Let's go. Not that. It's, how does this feel in my body? Could I see this fitting into the rhythm of my life? Because your future is a little bit open-ended. They're not telling you exactly what to put down. There's an established house back here, but then there's kind of a temporary structure in the front. And so you've got a lot of options, you've got a lot of freedom and flexibility, and there's a lot of exploration that's given to you as an opportunity. So this isn't about staying in the new or the old, it's actually allowing both of them to come in, allowing that the stable, predictable, this desire fulfilled looks familiar to me, and oh, this is a little offbeat, I'm not sure. Let's look at it. Because I can see it so clearly in my head. It's laying a different kind of foundation for a new future. There's the desire to have your future even better and even more different than it has been. Even though it's good and stable now, there's a desire to have just a different, something special. This garland's up here. And the way to do that is through entertaining new ideas and opportunities and just seeing where they're going to take you. Now, the Magician is confirmation of this idea of newness. Magician is card number 1. So this is a new dawn, a new beginning. And he's saying, this is the way forward. This is what we're going to do. He's feeling divinely inspired and divinely connected. And that's how he knows what his way forward is. He's also got all the different things on the table. Okay, this all just clicked. I love it when they do this. So you listen for what resonates deep within your body. You start to consider other things. You start to consider these things are maybe outside your box, but could lead somewhere. And then you have the clarity with this flexibility and experimentation to now manifest whatever you want. Sword, cup, pentacle, and wand. Those are the building blocks. Fire, earth, water, air. Those are the building blocks of our world. Those are the building blocks of everything you want. Really, on a symbolic level, everything can be represented by those 4 elements because we're talking on the earth plane. So maybe what you were experimenting with wasn't quite right, or maybe it was, but whatever it is, you're able to say, yes, I'd like more of that, or I'd like this slightly different, or I'd like it more to be like this. It gives you a basis to play with. It gives you, and that's just it. This is play. This is so joyful. What the universe is throwing towards you, what it's throwing towards you is so joyful. It's like so much. It's like they opened up the doors of the candy shop. They took the doors off. They removed all the cash registers and they said, here, have at it. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. But what it's helping you do is really refine with a sense of freedom and play so that this becomes part of your creativity. Again, the strong creativity from this card, that manifesting this new future for yourself is part of your creative act. These 2 cards together are incredibly creative, incredibly forward-moving, incredibly innovative. So it gives you a chance to create your future from a place of joy and fun, and not the serious heaviness of having to make money or having to be predictable or having to be stable. That's there. You can just accept that that's there. This is giving you an entirely different awareness and awakeness. What I also like is these 2 queens are wearing red. So you know that red talks to each other, red being a very passionate or grounded color. For her, it's grounding. For her, it's passionate. But this is also that reminder that you're always grounded in your passions. Your life is about being grounded in your passion. And the way to get there is through play and through being a little odd. This isn't a typical outfit that most of us wear, right? feather cloak and all sorts of, he's got some kind of bracelet and all this jewelry here. I mean, this isn't my usual outfit. It might be yours, which is cool, but it's allowing yourself to be a little different, to get outside of the box and to allow these different opportunities to show you different sides of that box. You know, you think you're in a box, but really you're in a kaleidoscope, and it's changing all the time, the view and the colors and the way everything comes together. So this is a fun process. This is supposed to be a fun process for you. So if manifesting has been feeling a little bit heavy or a little bit like wrung out, this ought to help rejuvenate, revitalize you so that you can really just play and have fun with the universe, because that's what it's doing with you. That candy shop is wide open. So if you've got questions about that, please let me know. I love doing these readings for you, and I also invite you to check out my website. The readings are fun, but the website has so much deeper and better stuff on there. So I will look forward to seeing you next week, and have a good one.